Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for JoJo's. I'm gonna do a JoJo's. We're on episode 19. We just finished the Dragon's Dream fight, defeating Kenzo, a creepy goblin. Man. Cult leaders. They're gross. And Araki knows it and Araki showed it. We did some pretty solid deep dive into the art of the manga last time, and I hope to do more of that this time. I hope that there will be more interesting manga stuff to do. However, we've also got some story stuff to do. We've defeated Kenzo. FF is revived, but probably not doing great. Narciso is at 100%. He just sort of dinked Kenzo and made all his bones turn into spirals. Yeah. Jolene is pretty brutalized, but we'll see if that can be fixed via the FF stuff. And we're in a bit of a time constraint because Mr. Little Guy with Bone is running away with the bone, and we need to chase him and get that fucking Dio's bone. Problem, there's also Mr. Spiky Head, and Mr. Spiky Head has just been chilling, watching, observing, doing what he wants. And so that's a couple of obstacles in the way. I would imagine that we're next going to fight Mr. Spiky Head, because that seems to be the next in line. But I've been wrong every time I've had a prediction about this whole battle royale. I've been like, oh, each one of them is going to fight each other, and then we're going to find out what... No, they all died because they all got soaked in water by Kenzo something. Okay, what's next? I don't know. Mostly everybody's dead. Mr. Spiky Head exists. Mr. Little Guy with Tattoos and Bone exists. And our trio are pretty beaten and battered, but they've got a mission. And, well, there's one thing about JoJo's characters, which is that you can beat the shit out of them, and they keep going like the fucking Energizer Bunny torn into pieces and covered in blood, with a little star drawn on the back. Perfect. Good. What's next? I don't know. Let's find out. I've got episode 19 up and ready to go. 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube. I'm considering bringing back early access, but I haven't decided yet, so for the moment, we'll just say timer on YouTube. Support the channel on Patreon, it helps a lot, and if you enjoy the content, the analysis, and the talking about the art and stuff, and the mostly me looking at Araki's art and being like, then please support the channel. I've been doing a drawing every day. That one is a weird representation of a parting of the Red Sea. It ended up being like, here, I'll show you. So I just start scribbling, and then I allow the scribbles to take me where they may. So this ended up, I just drew the thing, and it ended up turning into this. And sort of as I went, the imagination was like, what if the Red Sea was, or like the ocean was parting in all these like fists of water coming up? And I don't know, maybe I'll try to iterate on that and make it more interesting next time. Probably not. Probably we'll draw different things every time, because that's what's been happening. Gosh, it's so much fun to put pencil to paper and to... Fuck, it fell. To scribble around and figure out yourself through what you scatter onto a piece of paper. And every time that I do it, it's both joy-inducing and, like, the expression is self-fulfilling, and also to some extent like shame-inducing, because every time you actually put pen to paper, it reveals to you how insufficient you are at taking the things that you can really imagine them and see them in your mind, and then you can't put them into the hand. And the part of the brain that wants to control the hand isn't good enough to make the things that you can see become the thing. And so there's this limitation between your physical capacity and your mental ability to imagine. And working against that, working to manifest your ideas more effectively, clearly, beautifully perhaps, it's about the most fulfilling thing that I've ever found. Same goes for music. I picked up a guitar because of Bocchi the Rock, and I've been practicing guitar, and I'll have a melody in my head, and I can't make my fingers make the melody because I'm too dumb. I'm too too inarticulate, too human, too unpracticed. And so it reveals to you your insufficiency every time that you try to do it. And it's fucking great. It's fucking great because it shows you that there's so much more of a path to grow upon and to become. And it strikes me with endless admiration for the artists that we watch who seem to effortlessly produce their imagined worlds. And the true facts is it's not effortless. It's the ease of a master is the result of great work, of much practice. And so there is hope for all of us, because genius or no, if you can put in the work, you can get a lot closer, and you can iron out a lot of the confusion that seems to occur between the little twiddly bits of your fingers and the intention bits of your mind. All right, that's our weird philosophical rambling for the beginning of the episode. Let's watch episode 19 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. Beep beep timer. I need more tea. Tea's really good. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, so we're back to the sombering revelation that JoJo is sad. Okay, that guy's a stand user. Huh! He can gain new memories. Rough. As one might expect. Libido gone. He's also physically not moving. Physically move him. Just like you do with Komoto's patients. Man, their outfits are weird. Oh, don't touch him, apparently. Hoto! Hota! Jolene carved into his arm. What the fuck was that? His stand remembers. Star Platina. Whoa. Was it? Was it? Right, he shouldn't remember. But they're linked, bro. But they're linked, bro. Oof. Wow, the Joestar, the Joestar link, man. Nah. It's healing itself? No. It is healing itself. So she comes to respect him. Through her own battle. Ain't that the truth? Okay, we can end the episode there. That was dope as shit. And it's exactly right metaphorically, I think. because I'm on my own journey of that. As you struggle with the difficulty of the world, you come to regain the respect that you had as a child for your parents. So as a child, your parents are God. You grow up and you discover that they're not. And so you lose respect for them. And then you grow up further and you face the world in truth. And can once more reacquire a respect for the sacrifices that they have made. Araki, you wrote a good. Who would have thought? Hop on, girl. Whee! Yeehaw! Free as a bird. All right, up the stairs we go. A green berth. Uh-oh. Yes. You just want to catch her? What are you talking about, bro? God, hey, please, come on, come on. You just want her to fall into your arms. This fucking his little devil horns too. Oh yeah, she doesn't seem to understand the concept. Why isn't she falling in love with me immediately? Yeah, Yarinayo. Do it. What? It wouldn't work. Yore. Bro. Yeah, right. Oh shit! What the fuck? Dio no bone! Get that bone. What? Something is wrong with that. No, dude, he's being dragged by something else. I'll bet it's Spike Boy. Growing green? Sunbathing? Is he a plant inside? Oh no, he's dead, man. I don't think you want that. Yeah, full neck snap. Little. 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 Oh! Oh! No! I thought we were done with that. We? Yo, check the other bodies. Yo, check the other... Yo, check the other bodies. He could be he might have been. Oh, no. Or breathe that shit. That was cool looking. Yeah, all the other bodies, huh? Okay, I don't like this. This has got to be Spiky Heady Boy. Well, they were all wet. Oh, hi, Bone. Whoa. It's not him? Is the bone doing this? They're like hands. They're like berserk god hand stuff. What the fuck? He's not doing this? Whoa. Yo, get out of the sunlight. Get out of the sunlight. Get out of the sunlight. Yep, back into the... One step back. Oh. Huh. Yeah, you think I'm just being creepy, but I actually have a purpose here. Ah. You have been infected. Hmm. Straight into the sunlight. Yep. Huh. Okay. Okay. Does that work? Yeah, you remove them, you remove her. Uh-oh. Shouldn't touch unfamiliar bones. Oh. Well, we could test that. He could go into the... Oh, I'll hold you anyway. Oh, God, no! No! Go! Oh, God! Narciso! I mean, cute, dude. Cute. But... Ugh. Yes. Yup. So now test yourself. See if they come out of you, if they've infected you. It wants the bone, and to kill you. Strings. Ah. Ah, you walked forward without a plan? Without a knowledge of where you're going? Dude, it's a trick. Oh, Spiky Boy got it. Whoa. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's trying to grow a Dio. Oh. 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 Oh, it's trying to grow a Dio. No. This is Yo-Yo Ma? That's great. Carrots that look like Snoop. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Did not understand where we were going with that. Carrots that look like Snoopy. I don't know if it just resembled. That was a great scare. That was great. Fucking amazing. Yes. Yes. And made with Joestar blood. Ah! Cool. The end of all things, man. It reminds me of Angel's Egg, the weird pod things at the beginning. Whoa. Holds it by her belly. Yeah, he still has not shown himself. Oh, hi. Survivor, survivor, survivor. Huh. Huh. I mean, Survivor is in play here. Guccio! Well, very fashionable. Oh, what? What? What is that? Why did you rub his belly and tell him that he has a certain number of ribs? Honestly, what? Okay, we can diver down it up. Hmm. Mm-mm. You weren't told much, dude. Kill girl. Yeah. What happened? What did you do to him? Did he diver down him somehow? Honestly, honestly, you can't kill people like that. What the fuck, dude? Oh, that can be arranged. Oh, he is Survivor. Okay. Okay, so honest, we kind of must have known that, I guess. Are you gonna turn into plants now? Okay, retired. And we're out. But no bone. Just a baby. Just a green baby. It was only to make the fruit, man. Holy shit. Are we out? Are we actually out? We're just carrying a Dio baby? What the fuck is that? Oh, it does have the spiked head. I don't know if it... Wait, what? Alright, we are beating the shit up out of this guy, and that seems like a bad thing. Oh, he's an M-man. Piddle pill. Dolce and Gabbana. Oh, he loves it. It is. I don't know. He seems to love pain. Alright, we gotta leave now. Oh my god, we're gonna go into the wetlands? There are fucking gators! Oh, the eyes. He ate the baby! What the fuck? No. Nope. Stay the fuck away. Oh my god, we're just gonna get eaten by a gator. What? He's very helpful. And gross. Man, Final Destination Araki is gonna use the fuck out of this, oh. Stone free, slice it, leave him behind. Oh. Oh. Aha. What is happening to FF? How did she get left behind also? Wait, what did it do to FF? I missed it. I missed it. I've forgotten already. What the fuck? The shit. Yo-yo ma. Yo-yo masochistic weird stand. It hits a trope of the bowing and scraping and then imagining betrayal. So D&G and Guccio. We're really being attacked by fashion icons here, huh? Okay. Okay. Cool. This episode was gross. Top to bottom. Man. Yeah, this episode was gross top to bottom. Plant thing growing, gross. Bleh. Great quality Araki body horror. Creepy Stan being creepy. Gross. Great freaky personal horror from Araki. Bleh. I want to know who the voice actor is for that stand. I think it's Yo-Yo Ma is the stand. So Kappe Yamaguchi. Oh my god, what a lot of credits. He's L in Death Note. Usopp in One Piece. Inuyasha in Inuyasha. Conan in Detective Conan. And none of those characters sound like this creepo. He's also Kaito in Detective Conan. Bocchi in 94 OG Grappler Bocchi. Ranma in Ranma 1 Half. Oh my god, this guy has been... He's like 5 core characters in huge franchises. And that's actually where I recognize him from. He's Shigekio, spiky head dude in part 4. With the harvest. Harvest! That's why he sounds like a sad boy JoJo's character, and he is. And he is. Wow, okay. Damn, dude. Man, he's got a lot of roles. I mean, he's been voice acting for a while. Killing it. Okay, cool. Super cool to find that out. So I'm really glad that I looked. Because I thought his voice sounded familiar. And the reason that it sounded familiar was because Harvest clicked. But I didn't expect that he would be Conan and a bunch of other characters. Awesome. Reintroducing Mr. Joestar and his awakenedness. We get to see Star Platina pops out of and instant movement. Whoa! And pulls him out of the way. Really cool. They did a lot of shots, a lot of frames on ones here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 to make that momentum occur. Simple stuff, but it really does a lot. Oh yeah, he freaks the fuck out sometimes, and also in the process shatters some glass and causes a cut. This guy says explicitly he doesn't remember his own family, and yet he cuts the words Jolene into his arm. Star Platinum does, right? Like Fate does, like his stand remembers. Even if he doesn't, something about him, his spirit does. Ooh, I like that. And then that passes down. It literally passes from him to her. All the Joestars are connected, right? We know that from Egypt. That's why they all get stands. Kind of. Sort of. It's why Holly gets sick. Kind of. Sort of. There's connection. And then it speaks to the tie between parent and child. Which then, to some extent, speaks to genetic memory and epigenetic memory, which is a field that we're just beginning to start to unpack and understand. And the findings that we've got on it are fucking fascinating and weird. But here, it's like an indication that there's hope. And it speaks from him to Jolene, and she feels it. And has her own internal revelation because of it. And for her, that's, I think my body understands my father. I think I've come through action to understand my father. Something like that. He's had so much to protect even before I was born. He's always away to keep dangers like the one I'm in now at bay. There were reasons for his absence. And so she comes to comprehend and thus to move toward forgiveness. She already decided before that she would fight for him, right? That she would, without that forgiveness, regardless of it, that there might be hope, that there might be something worth salvaging in the familial relationship. Even if she couldn't see it, even if she couldn't understand it, there might be something. There might be a reason to fight. She decided that. She chose it. And then, as she acts that out, the reasons behind it are revealing themselves. Something like, if you engage in a relationship with the notion from the beginning that there's something worthwhile in it, you can find that. And maybe the opposite would be true too. If you engaged in a relationship with your parent with the notion, the presupposition that there would be nothing worthwhile in it, that it would just be, say, people exploiting each other, lying and taking, using, that might be true too. Okay, stepping outside of the story and into real life, if you engage in your work life, for example, your relationship with your boss, for example, with the inclination that there's nothing to it except they're exploiting your labor and you're exploiting their willingness to pay for your labor, and you're both mutually exploiting each other, and it's all scum. It's all hell. That might end up being exactly the case. Well, if you pay attention to the way that the people around you talk about their work, there are a lot of people who view their work that way, aren't there? It might be that the opposite could be true too. Requires some faith in the other person, because it's kind of prisoner's dilemma-y. It's like, well, I'm going to treat this relationship as though there's something worthwhile and transcendent about the relationship itself, in the hopes that doing so will call forth that sort of activity and behavior from you. But there's no proof that that will be the case. So there's a genuine leap of faith to it. Jolene hasn't had a father. He appears for a moment. And she makes the leap of faith to say that if he were here for more, then I might have a good relationship with him. No proof of it. Not even a real reason. All the evidence speaks to the contrary, really. Right? She does it anyway. And as she does it, comes to better understand his struggle and maybe to open that door further. That's cool shit. That's cool shit. Okay. Creepy green stand is creepy. Creepy plant stand is creepy. Narciso is very creepy. Also the way that he manipulates FF into doing this, you promised. Just come on, do the thing, trip her, and it turns, bam! She's already pulling herself up by that, so it doesn't end up being a thing. We immediately reveal that there's something weird going on as his skin flakes off of itself. This is super nice and creepy. I think it's the same voice actor already making the noise. I don't know. I'm just not sure. The visual is great. The callback to Rero Rero is great and awful. The fact that teeth being all over the place does a no. That does a no to my insides. And out the orifices, and the eyeball turns into a flower, and Rocky, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, man. I don't, No, gross. I like that D&G just sits back and observes. Just observes. It ends up not working out for him, but he just sits back and watches. I like that from an enemy. I think that's a cool element. Something weird about the bone. It's the sunlight. Things are strange about the plants. Even more so. I really think Narciso was taking the opportunity to get a bit closer than he would have otherwise been to Jolene, but ends up having some useful information as well. And is very caring toward her. It's still real creepy. It's still real creepy, Narciso. You're real creepy. Yeah, and yeah. Yeah. It's like relatively common, I guess, seen in film and stuff where somebody has like something and somebody else licks it off. That shit I find really weird. I don't know. Anybody else find that quite creepy? I find it creepy. Maybe that's weird on my front. Maybe it's just totally normal to lick ketchup off of somebody else's face. Seems weird to me. If somebody did that to me, even if I were in like a committed relationship with them, I would be freaked the fuck out by that. All right. The plants recede, the plants come back, the plants recede, the plants come back. Baby. There's a green baby with a Joestar star, which means it has Joestar blood. Probably. Which means it probably extracted Joestar blood from Jolene in the process of infecting her. Or maybe it's just because it's grown out of the bone. But there's an element to it that's representing Jolene as mother, at least surrogate of this creature. Because she runs up to it, grabs it, and holds it against her stomach. Bone must have gotten implanted. Here. Rushes forward, grabs it, picks it up, flower on the top, and holds it against her belly as though that's where it would be. That's weird. That's choice by Araki. You could hold it like a football. You could hold it like a sack of potatoes. She doesn't. She holds it like a baby in her womb. That's weird. I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's a symbol, icon of what? Of Jolene undertaking motherhood? Then she does hold it up like a football. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. But we take the green baby, and we begin to leave. Okay. Creepy dude with survivor written all over him. Narciso seems to see through this guy in an instant. And his whole I'm so weak and terrified, oh ho hi ho ho act doesn't really work. Still just rubs up on him. Gosh, Narciso, really forward. Turns him into a human horrifying trap. Man, what are the limitations of Diver Down for manipulating other people's bones? I don't know. It seems unlimited. Seems really capable of doing almost anything. Fucking crazy. All right, moving out. My job is simple. I'll just do this. And he gives him an order. And shink! Gets him. Man, Narciso is brutal. I got screwed. But forget that, I'm leaving. It shows him as retired. I don't know, man. Is he going to survive having all his ribs out? I've had one rib in a misposition for a little bit, and I barely survived it. So, I don't know. Out of nowhere, this thing. Gloves. One red eye, one yellow. And he says explicitly, don't eat the yellow flowered strawberries. They're fake. So he embodies that himself, right? Two sides. Bowing and scraping, dogeza, oh master. You turn your back and he's scheming and right on you. That's what FF tells us. Now, how does he affect FF? Okay, we go for and punch him. Bam. Kick him a bunch. Bam. Shoot him a bunch. Bam. And punch him with Diver Down. And he goes, oh, master. Deeper. Yeah. Ugh. Did my bodily liquid dirty them? Please, let me do all these things for you. Tells us all about his master. FF shoots him in the head. The ones with yellow flowers are mock strawberries, so don't eat them. Shut your annoying trap. And in the background, they're just glowing together. And he runs away, and FF gets left behind. We'll leave you to find its user and finish him off. Okay, so we intend to leave FF here. But what's the attack? In what way does it attack her and cause her to start falling apart? Is it some kind of reflection of the action she took against it? If so, then why hasn't that affected Jolene or Narciso? Huh. Also, how are we going to use the giant propeller fan of this boat to kill something? Because, come on. You put a giant propeller fan on a boat, you put our characters on it, it's JoJo's, you gotta use it to murder something, right? Okay. Do I watch another one? Or do I go read the manga and call it a wrap here? Leave us in questioning land. I don't know how many episodes we're going to have this little green fucker around. Oh well, onward. Onward, I think. Let me make sure I've got disk space, and then bathroom and stuff, and back in a sec to watch episode 20. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to split them up. So we'll pull up the manga for now, and we'll see how far that takes us. Okay, Volume 9, Birth of the Green. Alright, Springy Boy is springy. Bones be springing. And here is Joestar. Alright, back in a sec. In a sleep state. His ability to learn is completely normal. He has learned how to take a shower and about 30 English words. But his name being Jotaro Kujo, or the essential meaning of the word water, is still lost to him. No recollection of his parents or of his daughter. But as long as we keep him safe, there should be no problems. I wonder... I see no fluctuations in his weight, but his muscle mass is dropping. Since he has no memories, he has no objective or goals in life. What happens to a body that belongs to someone with no will to live? No memories, no will to live. Yeah, that's a solid connection, I think. Gotta know where you've come from, to know where you're going, put yourself on an aligned path. What's the line from Tony Jones? Being Real is the New Fake by Tony Jones. By the way, the I See Me Mantras album is great and would recommend. My grind is to align for a couple of reasons. To sauce my future, be my now, and stunt on my past. Yeah, exactly. If you don't have that past in line, how are you going to stunt on it? How are you going to improve? That's pretty good. Muscles degenerate because the person is not active until it becomes hard for the person to even breathe. What are the countermeasures? I don't know. Maybe the only way is for us to regain his memory. Doctor, don't touch his head. He shatters the glass bottle, and it chops into his arm. He's wounded. Someone help him. Please refrain from touching his head, or rather, maybe his hat. I assume that it's a physiological defense reaction. Yeah, don't touch JoJo head. No touching the head, no touching the hair, no touching the hat. None of that. None of that. Very cool. Did he activate his stand ability? Yes, but it's not because he remembers it. It's an instinctual reaction. Well, the stand is an instinct, isn't it? Jolene. No way. It can't be. And we're in the past. Star on the eye. Young Jolene being young Jolene being young Jolene. Okay, so this must be... Somebody said that there was a scene that got cut that they didn't show, and this must be it. So we're going to see a scene from her past. Heh, what? I thought I finally got lucky. Only $5? I can't even get a pizza with this. Little Caesars. Don't. 1, not sponsored. 2, I think their pizza's shit, but they do sell pizzas for $5. Well, I guess it would be weird of me to be complaining about stolen cash. Hey, Dad, where is it? I can't find my wallet. You were holding it before. Look more carefully. Huh? Come on, David. Get in the car. Come on, quickly. It's all right. Hurry. Just get in, David. Hello, is this the police? Someone just stole my wallet. I'm in the parking lot at the shopping center. Please catch that bitch. She's still here. Huh? What? Wait a second. What the hell are you doing? If you're talking about me, it's not how it looks. Just listen to me. Please hurry. The culprit is right in front of me. My kid is here too. Ah, she's coming. Daddy! What the hell are you closing the door for? Hey, shut your phone off. Turn it off. Ah! Fuck. Shit. Get the fuck out of the car, you assholes. Holy shit, No. Oh god, what a comedy of errors. No, Jolene, you don't steal a car to get away from the guy who thinks you stole his wallet. You just throw the wallet. You just throw the wallet at him. Just be like, oh shit, I found this. Sup? Bye. Fuck. Oh no. Crash, bang, smash. Jail. She's also charged with car theft. Grand theft auto. But she's still 14. So luckily she's just going to get off with signing some papers. But if she'd been in possession of a knife, who knows what might have happened. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and get off with just signing some papers isn't nothing. Permanent records aren't nothing. Must be a mistake. My Jolene. Rumble. That's not him. What the fuck? Looks up. It's not him. Dear? What kind of man are you? Your daughter is in a great position and you're still going to head for Tokyo? Why don't you wait until tomorrow? Of course I understand that it's an emergency, but you're her father. Wait, don't hang up. Hello? After your mother signs, you're good to go. Click. All right, parents. A girl who thinks that her father has forsaken her will grow to become a woman who cannot trust other people. Accurate. Accurate. Specifically speaking, she will attempt to become friendly with others, but a girl who has been betrayed by her father has not developed the means to identify what true love is, even though she has more love to share than anyone else. For example, she'll believe her irresponsible boyfriend's shallow words, believing them to be true and alluring, and finally be deceived by him. I mean, it's a simplistic representation, but yeah, you absent either parent from a familial dynamic, especially with overtones of betrayal, and you get a broken human. Ed of Psyculturists would talk about attachment styles. And if you generate insecure attachments to the primary caregivers, you generate a person who has an insecure attachment style, and they don't outgrow that, ever. If you don't learn in youth and throughout youth that it's possible for bonds between people who love each other to be stronger than events that would tear them apart. Because it's not that the love is unconditional, especially the love from a properly oriented father figure. It's not that the love is unconditional. It's not that I love you no matter what you do. It's that I love you and what you could become. I love you and want to encourage you to be better than you are. And we can work through this together. And I'll put in the effort to do so. And I'll be present to do so. You remove that from a child's life, they never learn it. And there's a flip side to it too. And it seems to affect, well, it affects children based on their biological sex differently, it seems. Male children without a father figure have a certain set of attachment styles and pathologies that they seem to tend toward. Female children without a father figure have a different set of tendencies that they seem to, and pathologies that they seem to tend toward. Female children without a mother have a certain set that they seem to tend toward. Male children without a mother seem to have a certain set that they tend toward. There are differences in the way that we attach to our different parents. Different dynamics to the situation. And then, of course, we repurpose the neuronal networks that we use for attachments with our parents for our attachments with everyone in the future, especially with our significant others or any relationships that we fall into. So if you're a straight cis female and you haven't had a good relationship with your father, every relationship that you have with another man is going to be tainted by that. Likewise, if you're a straight cis man and you've had a rough relationship with your mother, every relationship that you have with women is going to be tainted by that. Speaking from experience. I can't speak to the experiences of people who are not straight and cis, because I'm not. And I don't know the literature as well. And there's less literature. So, I don't know. But Araki, I think, does hit the nail on the head with this guy's representation, this guy's speech. If you think you've been betrayed by your father, it is very likely that you will grow into a woman who cannot trust other people. Ding ding. Oh, and if you as a young man or as a boy think you've been betrayed by your mother, you're going to have a hard time trusting women for forever. And any work you do is layers of paint on top of that, because you can't disengage the neurons that you've the neural pathways that you've formed. You can't disengage those. You build a new machine to override them. But when you undergo stress or you find yourself in a more difficult situation, that new machine is the first one to fall apart, and the old machine takes back over. Why is it that you'll see a loving relationship between two people, and then things will hit the fan, and in an instant, one of them will drop back into childhood or adolescence, and they'll speak to like, you're just like my mother. Whoa, where did that come? Where did that little devil come from? Deep. Came from deep within. That's where devils come from, right? Deep within. This is a good panel. Has not developed the means to identify what true love is, even though she has more love to share than anyone else. Yeah, love misplaced is a pretty straight and direct path to self-destruction, isn't it? And if you're pursuing, as we so often do, if you're pursuing echoes of the people who have hurt you, in order to try to relive those relationships to some extent. So you have a broken relationship with a father who betrays you in your perception. You'll seek out people who are broken in the same ways and will betray you in the same ways in order to try to fix the thing you couldn't fix in childhood. She'll seek out the same pathological, destructive, horrifying relationships with people who will continue betraying you. You'll gravitate toward them and they'll gravitate toward you. Brutal. Brutal. So if you have kids, be there for your kids and do everything you can to not betray them. Maybe. Seems like an untrammeled good to me. Damn. Her life will be filled with such cases. Her heart will get more and more hurt by this each time. She cannot become a complete human being. That's what psychological research has concluded. Now, that's not the story that we're going to tell here. She cannot become a complete human being. That's what psychological research has concluded. That's some brutal bullshit. Because what if you can? Or let's frame it this way. Not with that attitude. No, you can't rewrite or underwrite or cut out the neurons that structure you in a broken way. But you can tape over them. You can practice conscious control of self. You can seek and find real attachments. And I think you can heal. I think you can heal. You can really heal. If you don't believe that, you certainly can't. That's 100% true. If you don't believe in a potential for hope, a future where you're healed, no chance for you. But if you do believe in a future where you could heal, maybe there's a chance for you. Maybe there's hope. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd rather believe in that than the opposite. And so again, there is a requirement of a leap of faith there. And maybe you can mend that relationship with a parent, with the parent themselves, assuming that parent isn't dead. So that's brutal. Then you got no ability to go back and restructure. But you can reframe memories. We do it all the time. We go back through our history with newly gained information, and we can reframe reasons behind all of the things. So to some extent, that's what Jolene is doing as she goes out and experiences her own hardships, fighting against things that are bigger than her, and makes sacrifices, and sees in doing so that sometimes there are things that are more important than the most important things. Sometimes sacrifices make sense. So maybe it's not forgiving, but it's reliving or coming to understand the situation from a different perspective. To understand my father's love for me, I felt like I was betrayed by him because he wasn't there when I needed him. And now I understand that there are things that are more important than the most important things. And as brutal as it is, sometimes you have to sacrifice the people who you care about the most in order to protect them. She can go back, re-experience, reevaluate the trauma from a different perspective that's sort of outside of herself. And in doing so, put the child within who's indignant and betrayed, and righteously so, and put them at ease and say, that's not actually what happened. That's not actually how it went down. Because young Jolene might imagine her father off gallivanting and cavorting with women in Tokyo and being a fuckboy, right? And we, from the outside perspective, know exactly why he went to Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't know why he went to Japan. I'm assuming that it's because Josuke. Because his fucking arrow stand users, yeah, all sorts of things. Other family stuff, right? As well. But it's hard to say. I don't know. Man. What should we do for girls like this? It's very hard to say. Her father must teach her, and she must be willing to learn. That's all we can say. It's odd, your wounds. Jolene. Wait, you don't have to heal these. It's not a wound or anything. It's getting better. You don't have to heal my scars. They make me me. Is that a dream? A sudden dream when I was unconscious? No, my father, even before I was born, he's been protecting things. When he wasn't by my side, just like what's going on right now, it was so that Mom and I wouldn't get involved. I felt it. Now, I know that I understand my father with every fiber of my being, every string of my stand. That is my stand. Sick. Sick. Hey, FF, I want you. Make her trip. Just trip her. What? Just trip her. I'll catch her in my arms and help her up. What? Hey, I don't think she realized that I saved her. I want to hold her in my arms once more, so make her trip. Why don't you do it yourself? God, you're creepy. Wait, FF, I will marry her, and you promise to help. Don't forget our promise. The hell are you talking about? Look, there's that other guy that was with Kenzo who looked like a knight or something. He's still out there somewhere. My wounds from being on that electric chair haven't totally healed. It's not the time for this. I'll decide what's important. Just do it. Or are you someone who betrays their word? Oh, sorry, Jolene. Flip. Whoa. What? Nani? And Jolene's got her eye on the prize. This dude's tripping over himself trying to get Jolene to like him, and she's just like, the bone. I must follow Dio's bone. He's like, my bone, though. What about mine? It's the small guy. It's the small guy. Rip. He has the bone in his hands. Moves all weird. Nope. Blam, blam. Hey, his movements are really weird. What is that on his back? Slither, 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 slither. He's about my height. Sunlight. Hey, don't move. You can't get away. Turn around slowly. Put your hands in the air. San kimochi. Rero, rero. Nani, nani, nani. Oh, it's a great setup for a grossness. Page flip gross. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, what the fuck is up with this guy? It's so warm, Rero. Pa! Just blew up and scattered something. Yeah, spores or something. Gross. Where's the bone? Where's the bone? And they're all gooped. Oh, they're all gooped. What the hell? Who's responsible for this? That's a really good question. Should I assume that this was a stand ability? As well, it might be due to the bone. It did this power, and this feeling, almost like determination. It's almost as if it's trying to give birth to something. First the flowers bloom. So, what should I do with this bone that the other guy just dropped? And D&G is fabulous. Touching the bone itself, or touching the guy in possession of it. I know now that both are extremely dangerous. And Jolene begins to grow. Ooh! Got ourselves yep, okay, cool. Cool. Why would someone activate this ability? It's growing rapidly. Don't move any further! Turn this way, and she turns, and it's gone. It's nothing, but I just want to check. Ugh, gross. Honestly, you bastard! Shut the fuck up, FF. The reason all these people became this way is because of the bone, not an enemy stand. If it was an enemy ability, it would have attacked us first. We can safely assume that it affected these people first because that small guy was running around with the bone. And that's why I was thinking that you may have touched the bone as well. Roll, roll, roll. That root light thing is carrying the bone away. Weird. Ah! It's rolling away. Tick, tick, tick. You've been infected too. Okay. Tick, tick, tick. Dive down. Bam! Straight through. Knocks out most of the plants. Not sure that we should do that because it's her body itself. We do get this moment of her, of him holding her, which is almost cute, and then he ruins it by sucking on the flower out of her face. Gross. Get back away from the light. I'm already infected anyway. And forward she goes. The bone! Where did the bone go? Where is it? I thought I saw it roll over to this flower here. A star? What? What is this? A birthmark? I can see something through it. A child. It's green. Oh. Yo-Yo Ma is Coming, Part 1. What does it look like to you? That thing inside those shells. I've heard of carrots that look like Snoopy, or farmers who found radishes that grew in the shape of breasts. This must be one of those. It just resembles something else. Go, 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 go. And it turns. It's alive! It can't be! Your legs are mutating and attaching to the other roots. What is this? Is it a plant or is it human? This thing that turned everyone in this ward into a plant became a fruit. The bone was most likely absorbed by this green fruit. Whitesnake probably wants to know what happens after this. What's the next step once the child is born? What will happen once this thing is born? I'm telling you to get back! Don't make me knock you out, Jolene! The sun's tilting to the west, and light is flooding in. We have to get back where the sun won't hit you, or who knows what will happen. Poof! She grabs it, takes it. Ah, okay. So that's separate. That's different. It's not placed. Man, you gotta be really careful with where you place things. Anime folks. She holds it slightly to the side of her. It's really different. It's really different. That thing! You gonna pick it up? Now, there is still an idea here. She picks up the child. She has this compassion for it, this interest in it. She thinks it'll be the way for her to reach her goal, but it's also clearly the way for Poochie Whitesnake to reach his goal. So you should kill it immediately. But she doesn't. Why? Immediately after we frame betrayal of a child by a parent. We frame betrayal of a child by a parent. Jolene makes a choice to go and pick up a child that is not hers, but has the birthmark and is so is family. Why? Recompense? I will not follow in the footsteps of my forebears who have failed. Or perhaps that the solution to the chain of hardship of parents hurting children, turning into parents who hurt their children, turning into parents who hurt their children, is to willingly take up the mantle of parenthood in a way that where you endeavor to not harm your child. Or, in this case, the weird green baby that you've picked up off the floor after being grown out of the bone of your family's greatest enemy. Don't know how that works. But there's something to it. It rhymes. There's something that rhymes here. I don't know what it is, but it rhymes. I won't let this fall into Whitesnake's hands. I'll pick up this child, and I will carry it myself, and I won't let the enemy have it. At least one more guy waiting to kill us. Escape, huh? What was that? Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, please take me with you, please, please. All right, what's your name? This guy might be an enemy. Don't get too close to him. Oh, really? Are you an enemy? Guccio, don't worry. Just stand. No one told me that this would happen. My job was supposed to be simple. Kill the girl. That's what I was told, and that's what I've been going to do. God, I imagine he's got like a... Must have like a New York Italian sort of accent. So where's Jolene? They already escaped? Oh, we don't even get to see the touchy-rubby thing. They added that for the anime. Why? Just to make Narciso creepier, I guess. Would have used the windows or the roof. I couldn't have not seen them. Doo-doo. Hey, you. What are you doing there? I don't care either way. All I care about is climbing over the wall. Safety is key. Hey, I'm talking to you. Why haven't you been turned into a plant? Where are the other three that were with you back there? Walk. Oh. Yep. Amazing. Spectacular. Amazing. Dive down. No way. I don't want this left arm anymore. It hurts. Mommy. What an ordeal. But yeah, I'm outside. All Whitesnake told me was to use Survivor and make everyone fight. Jeez. Well, since that guy didn't try to attack us, I guess he wasn't an enemy after all. Survivor, username Guccio, out of commission. Gross. Oh. Guccio. For some odd reason, ever since he was a child, people around him fought constantly. He has the ability to irritate those near him. It might be the haircut, man. This did not cease when he came to prison, and although he himself was never involved, because he's a scaredy cat, fights occurred frequently when he was around. Pucci noticed this about him, and therefore endowed Guccio with the Mountain Lodger's stand ability that he has received from Dio. Stand name, Survivor. Oh, so he gave that to him after the fact just because it matched his persona. All right, fair. Oh, we're just there. He fully wasn't there. He fully wasn't there, and now he's there. Shit, how do we get this engine to start? Did they lock the ignition somewhere? The throttle lever, Master. Normally we must have it set to the neutral position. Click here. This is an anti-wetland boat. Use boat, Master. Therefore, instead of water propellers it utilizes in the back, this lever is the handle, and if you tilt it forward, the rear of the boat moves to the right, backwards, and it moves to the left. Release the mooring ropes. Yes, Master. Also, would you care for a drink before we depart? What the fuck? Get on, Jolene. Okay. Where do I begin? How do we get into this mess? So, kind of, we missed this. But because they rearranged some things. They just put it in order. So how did we get into this mess with this weird thing being here? Great. Or are either of you hungry? If you wish, I could prepare a French-style braised leg of frog. Don't start a fire on the boat. Ah, it's a shame. I even made a pot out of leaves. Get on, Jolene. We can leave things at the ward to FF. Where do I begin? How did we get into this mess? Me, Jolene, and that Anasui guy, we climbed over the punishment ward's wall and escaped to the eastern side of the building through the ventilation window. I'll start there. The eastern side is opposite the sun, plus the building casts its shadow, so the plants on Jolene's body stop growing and were wilting away. If the sun sets and becomes nightfall, the growth of these plants will eventually subside and stop. The problem is, the authorities from the main prison must by now have caught on that there's been a disturbance in the punishment ward. There's no more time, and imminent danger is approaching. Someone in this place is hiding and watching. Whitesnake must have found out everything by now. It was right then, right as I was thinking that, when I snapped out of it, he was already there. What the fuck are you? A stand! An enemy stand! That thing was in the punishment ward! It took the seed! It swallowed it! That soldier-looking guy's stand. I can't let it take that green child! Spit it out! Come on! I'll make you spit it out! Blam, 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 blam! dive on down. They just, it's like the kicking the dude who spilled the wine scene. Just fucking get him, get his ass. Oh, more! Get inside of me! Get inside of me! More! Yell at me more! Oh, what's with this guy's body? It stinks. Ugh. Oh, the stench. Shit, I can't get inside it. I can feel it through my stand, the smell. I can feel it from inside of the body. It's definitely a remote control stand. It must be trying to get back to its user. Oh, those shoes. They must have gotten dirty because of me. Oh, what have I done? Please, master, take a seat on this chair. I will polish your shoes. While you're waiting, do you want to read a comic that I stole from the guard room? Or do you care to do a matchstick puzzle? Add one match to make a number that's 2 or less. No minuses. Careful, a bee. My user, his name is D&G, but the last time I saw him in the punishment ward, his left arm had been ripped off and he was crying like an infant. I have no idea where he is at this time. Ow. Blam. Yeah, exactly. Blam. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck away from me. More, yell at me. Here, right here. I just pumped 5 bullets into this guy. I'm gonna rip your jaw out and take it by force. You're facing the sun, Jolene. Don't move in the direction of the building. Get back. Even though we're in the shade, it must be because of the sunset. We need to move further east. As long as we're away from the sun, we need to move back. How to tell a wild strawberry? The yellow flowers indicate that it's a mock strawberry. You can't eat it. How should I get the green child out? But he shows no signs of wanting to escape or attack. For that matter, what does he want? What is he plotting? FF, we have no choice but to take that thing with us. He'll probably try to escape, but if you find the user, then we can take care of this. Go assassinate him. This is how I parted ways with Jolene and Anasui, to go defeat the guy who looked like a soldier. But as soon as I left Jolene, I understood the real objective of that stand. The real motive of that stand, with seemingly no power and slow movements. Jolene should try her best not to take her eyes off that thing. 2 versus 1. They would be fine if it was 2 against 1. He would be their servant, and even though he's weird, he could come in handy. But in a 1-on-1, I've already fallen victim to it. A 1-on-1. Just then, when Anasui turned his back on me to check on Jolene, a 1-on-1. His spit! Jolene, Anasui, you can't get into a 1-on-1 with that thing! Matchstick puzzle. There it is. Okay. So that reveals the secret a little bit. It's the spit. Cool. I'm going to end that video there and decide whether I want to start another video immediately after. I think I do. I want to watch another episode. But we'll call this video here, and then I'll record the next video right after. Thanks for watching. This has been a fun chunk of JoJo's. Nice and spooky. I always like Araki's body horror. It's always good at getting me the wibblies, and that's what you want from horror. You want it to give you the wibblies, and he does it great. We'll leave off there. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know if you've got any thoughts on anything that I've talked about. Anything relevant to your own life or people that you've known or seen. If any of the art specifically and particularly stands out to you, I'd love to hear about it. If any of the stuff that I've talked about the process of doing art and the way that it affects me speaks to you, then I'd like to hear about that too, and maybe hear about what you're trying to pursue. What are you pursuing that's expanding you, that's growing you, that's pushing against the bounds of what you're capable of in a way that you find fulfilling, and how does it fulfill you? If you can put that into your own words, it'll give me a richer comprehension of a bunch more people's experiences, and that helps me understand myself and the world and other people a lot better. So that would be appreciated. All right, we'll leave off there. Thanks so much for watching. Support on Patreon if you'd like to, and I'll see you next time for more. Peace.